Hi, so I would like to talk about the difference between some and a few with time. So, we use a few for specific periods of time. For example, a few days, a few weeks, a few months, a few years, a few seconds, a few minutes, a few centuries, a few weekends, etc. Okay, specific periods of time. Some examples of this would be a few days ago, I saw your mom. A few weeks ago in the past. A few weeks ago, I went to a concert. I started studying English a few months ago. I went to London a few years ago. Okay, we can use this with the past tense, present perfect, and future tense. We can use this with most tenses. Okay, I could even say it like the present perfect. I have been studying English for a few months. I have been living in Rome for a few years. I have been cooking for a few weeks, for a few days, for a few minutes, for a few seconds. I have been talking for a few seconds. I have been talking for a few seconds. So, we use a few with specific periods of time. It could be almost any tense, okay, but specific periods of time. We use some for general periods of time. This is usually going to be in the present simple tense, okay? For example, some days I run and some days I don't. Some years we go to Cuba and other years we stay home. These are the most common, some days and some years. We can also say some months, some weeks, etc., but it's just not as common, okay? So the most common thing that you will hear would be some days and some years. Yes, some years we do this, some years we don't. Some days I go to the gym, some days I don't, okay? So those are some examples of some. So really, the most common thing that you will hear will be a few, because a few is used for specific periods of time. Like I said, you can use it for the present, the past, the present perfect, the future. Pretty much almost any tense you can use a few with. But when you are talking about a specific period of time, okay, you cannot use some. For example, you cannot say some days ago, some years ago, some months ago. You have to say a few days ago, a few years ago, a few months ago, a few minutes ago, a few seconds ago. Okay, whenever you're talking about something specific, you have to use a few. Some is just in general. Yeah, sometimes, some days, some years. Some years we go to Colorado, and some years we go to Rome. Okay? That's not specific at all. It means sometimes we do this, and sometimes we do that. It's not specific though. It's not saying a few is more like 2 or 3. Okay? A few years ago would probably be 2 or 3 years ago. A few days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. A few minutes ago, 2 or 3 minutes ago. But with some, you don't know exactly when the action took place, and you don't know exactly when it started, how long it has been going on, etc. Okay, so hopefully this helps you understand a little better the way in which we use some and a few with regards to time. If you have any questions or you don't understand something in this video, please feel free to send me a message down below this video. Let me know what is confusing for you, and I will try to clear that up. Thank you for watching.